Hey guys, welcome back to another replay with Linksy. So, I got sent in this by one of you guys, and well, it crashed 6 times when I was opening it. Now I'm realizing why. It's a massive battle. We're on the attacking, so we don't know how the defense is set up, but we will discuss it as we're going along. But just quickly going through the attacking teams, we have Galatia, who has, well, lots of Galatian legionnaires. Wait, let's see them. We don't see Galatia that often, but they're a lovely faction. A very good faction, honestly. And then they have free Levi freemen. They have noble horse cavalry, some light cavalry over here, and more Levi freemen. This is interesting. I've never seen the siege towers being deployed so close to the walls, but I understand why. It gives you vision into the inside. And Galatia is being backed up by Carthage over here, who is, bringing the usual Carthage army, noble fighters, Semite fighters, African pikemen, Gallic warriors, lots of mercenaries, a little bit of horses here and there, some late Libyan hoplites, and then finally the Nervii, who are bringing forward some. I mean, it's very similar to the Galatians, barbarians. So you have Galatian swordsmen, you have noble horse, light horse, Celtic warriors, fierce swords. I've never seen this unit. Ooh, they look like the naked warriors, but with pants. So they're the semi-naked warriors. More Levi freemen and more fierce swords back here. So mostly a shock infantry type composition army kind of thing. And yeah, this is going to be interesting, especially the way they decided to deploy in this area. It is going to be very interesting. So let's get straight stuck into it. This was apparently a training match for Apollo's tournament. And so we're going to expect some high level play. Ooh, mercenary Syrian archers. I love these guys, right? Alright. Just some cinematic shots. We can see already inside there's the Boii and the Macedons. I forgot what's the third one. There's the Boii and the Macedons, and there are the Seleucids, yes, defending. The Macedons have already set up a defense. It's just no. Where is this gorilla swordsman gonna attack? It starts off very fast. There is a Sally out over here. What are these? Thessalian heavy infantry, heavy shock cavalry that charged out, and now they're being chased off by the light horse and the gorilla swordsmen. Although taking quite a hit, they've killed a lot of that cavalry. That's a very expensive cavalry. So it's been chased inside. Over here we see a lot of flame pits. So this is going to be an interesting place. Flame pits and traps, spike traps. So it's going to be a killing spot for the. Yep, the walls go down, and the guerrilla swordsmen run back. Where are they running? They're running back over that side. There are some more Celtic warriors over here coming in reserve, and the noble cavalry for the Carthaginians is at the back. Now the Carthaginians are pushing forward their hoplites, and this Celtic ballista is trying to kill some of them. Seems it got a few hits in. Oh, yeah, but it's not aiming properly. You should really use Fireball. I mean, it is a little less accurate, but at this range, miracles can be done. And this is a good breach. I mean, these militia hoplites and these Taurus spears will not hold for long. And it seems there are naked warriors down in here and Oathward, Royal Peltasts, and Mercenary Cretan Archers. I'm still waking up, guys. I apologize if you hear me struggling to stifle a yawn. It is Saturday morning, and I am still drinking my coffee, but I decided to drink my coffee along with you guys. Because why not? The Libyan hoplites are moving up to the wall. Yep, alright. Cretan archers are being brought here to try and shut down these ballistas. So we can start seeing the combination of forces. So there are sword followers, which is I've discovered recently. Lovely unit. I mean, it is heavy melee, but it definitely pays for it itself with its charge bonus and weapon damage. It's quite a calm start. Gallic warriors, mercenary Gallic warriors made you melee. It's quite calm on this front. They're bringing forward they're protecting their artillery very well. I believe this is Mauritius. I pronounce it. I'm still learning how to pronounce it. Who has been a legend, sending me non-stop replays, and you're gonna be seeing him featured a lot more often. So thank you, buddy. Thank you, guy, buddy. So we have more sword followers over here. Okay, they're moving out of the way. Oh, moving on your own traps. Oh, that is not good. What are you doing, really? What is this defender doing? That is such a noob move. He just killed his own units. Like, retreat and hold this flank and, just defend this area. Okay, he has more sword followers over here. Fair enough, but yeah, just let them come in. Block off these areas. Yeah, block off here. Hold this formation. Hold here. You're good to go. We see some more militia hoplites and Taurus spears. And over here we see some silver shield pikemen. Okay, the more elite units are kept in this square. This city, I've spoken about it before. It is such a beautiful city because every angle you attack at is just a complete different experience. If you fight up here, if you fight for the seats on this side, or if you fight for the walls at the farther end, it's always a new, amazing experience. Ooh. Coffee. So what are we seeing? So I guess the hop. What are they doing? You're like, no, we're defending the city now. I mean, these guys kind of wasted all the traps, but these hoplites are getting wrecked. There are 2 units of sword followers now who walked all over these traps. The Semite warriors are coming in. I mean, Semite warriors are decent, but they're kind of they're the kind of units you send to entire out your enemy completely. And okay, let's see. Oh, my boy is making holes. He's digging holes. These ballistas haven't done so much. This might glitch out. Sometimes when you don't hit it right in the center, it glitches out. So we'll see what's gonna happen. One more hit. There's nothing happening on the other side. And boom. It did not. Alright, so he can charge in. But he's gonna, yeah, exit. This is how you hold such a position. Yes, you can end up taking this. But you have an archer unit over here, an archer unit over here. There they are, Cretan archers. And at whatever angle they're at, you're hitting them from the side. These ballistas are used up all of their ammo. Well, they're dead, really. I think they accidentally bought 2 ballistas because he has another one over here, which is quite spent as well. Releasing your load early is never a good idea. Now the Celtic warriors are charging in. Celtic warriors, light melee infantry, but they have decent damage. So against these hoplites, they should do really well. Yep, and they're charging into column formation. Now, another thing. You saw how this column formation, it's very good to break hoplite formations, hoplite shield walls. Because the momentum, they keep pushing through without needing to push through. See, it's automatically breaking it really so easily. And these Taurus spears are now engaged, and I mean, I think this guy pushed through a little bit as well, but it's this militia is already down 60 men, and these guys are killing to their heart's content. Guerrilla swordsmen. Yep, these guys are doing very well. The Taurus spears are now okay. They neutralized that tower. The Nervii are inside the settlement, capturing the tower. Ooh, they lost. Oh wow, there was another Selly out here. Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it could be. Light horse. We might have missed a secondary Selly out. There are more horses dead. The siege tower broke down, probably from this ballista. Interesting. Silver Shield Pikemen are blocking the road. Oh, you do not have a chance in hell in breaking through there, guys. Nope. Formation and... Nope. That's it. You have no chance. Well, alright, you can always do that. Get on top of the walls and do your thing. They've captured the tower, so these guys are going to start getting damaged. There's some more Thorax swordsmen over here, more Thorax swordsmen and Drow Peltas General. A whole lot of Syrian heavy archers who are, yep, they're melting down everything that comes through this hole. And this is a really fantastic shooting spot. There are some Celtic bowmen which are... Ooh, yeah, they're guerrilla. So I've also noticed another thing. Guerrilla deployment units, they're not very good in sieges. Because they have such a shorter range. You need all the range you can get. As Galatian swords, the Levy Freemen are breaking. But as I said, this is a very tough nut to crack. Because you have 2 lines of hoplites. And then you get missile units on both ends. And they start melting. I mean, this guy's 77 kills. And they have barely even engaged. Then again, these are all super cheap units. Levy Freemen and Galatian swords. So, you know, it's their job. These Levy Freemen are using their own Pila. Oh my god. Wave after wave of sunshine. Yeah, these Taurus spears already paid for themselves. Lovely thing. The Carthaginians have broken through this area completely. They're surrounding the Axe-warriors, which are fighting the mercenary Gallic warriors. Samite warriors are killing the sword followers. The Naked warriors have been pushed back. They've gotten some kills, but not that much. The Celtic bowmen are now firing in, trying to get a few shots into the rear of the Samite warriors. Okay, the battle is heating up very, very, very fast. These fierce swords are trying to surround the unit of militia hoplites. The Taurus spears over here are holding the line against more Celtic swords. Okay, these guys are charging into the rear of the Taurus spears, and at the same time, that opens them for all of this archer fire. Oh my good lord. So how are these archers doing? I mean, they're getting a few kills. Oh, yeah, definitely getting a few kills. The Thessalian cavalry, and they actually charged back out, and we missed that, are doing a number. It seems the assault on this side has kind of stopped. What happened here? Okay, one of those Taurus swords got massacred. And yep, there you go. They managed a rear charge. There you go. This Thessalian cavalry is still paying for itself. They managed to get into the back of these fierce swords. They've broken one of the units of guerrilla swordsmen are getting wrecked. Back to the Stone Age. They're breaking. But now we have more archers on this side, and they're moving more of the Nervii moving more of their troops towards the walls, trying to take care of the walls. Interestingly, they're using the siege towers as the defensive mechanism, which is very smart. But it's also smart that they're not... oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ooh. Taurus spears. They're melting those guys. Alright. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. The Semite warriors have charged in, but again, at every angle, the defense is holding on very well. The Semite and the African pikemen are fighting on this blob here, trying to take care of the sword followers. Cretan archers are moving in, and Gallic warriors. Cool. These Levy Freemen are reforming, but look at this. Look at how much reserves are left. Carthage has some reserves. The Galatians have a decent amount of reserves, but the Nervii are pretty much completely engaged into this fight. They have wiped out the enemy forces on this side, but at the same time, if you don't defend the water, you're gonna get it coming to you guys. The Seleucids is falling back slightly. They're all falling back and coming back to the defensive position back here. What are these guys? Oof, they disappeared. They're bringing back their generals because their lines are falling slightly. The militia hoplites are breaking. They've put in more reserve units. These royal peltas are in. Wait, this is... it seems even their Taurus spears are dead. Okay, they've broken the Galatian swords again, but now more Galatian swords are coming in, and the Galatian legionnaires are ready to charge in. Cretan archers are now in position to fire back at the enemy. 186 kills on that unit. These Taurus spears, yeah, they're here. 128 kills. But these sword followers are not having a good fun time over here. They're getting slaughtered by the pikemen and by the Cretan archers from this side, shooting to their heart's content. More missiles coming from the heavy Syrian archers, shooting over the walls and melting all of this. The Taurus spears are finally starting to crack, but again, another unit of Galatian swords killed. More Cretan archers over here shooting and massacring these heavy Syrian archers. Let's see back into the center. The fierce swords have captured the tower again, and over here they still have the tower under control. However, they've lost control of the gatehouse, and that means the Seleucids have more troops. Yep, they're retreating. They're providing probably another layer of defense back here. And that's smart, you know, do as much damage as you can, fall back to a favorable position and start doing more damage. The Taurus swordsmen seem to think they can charge in over here. And they probably are right. With the help... Oh my good lord. That is a rain of fire. Of arrows. They're charging in with a lot of missile support from over here. But at the same time, the Nervii now have their own missile support units. And... oh... the ballistas. Oh, the ballistas. Oh, wow. That is doing damage. Oh, 167 kills. And these are elite units. They are just being slaughtered. I mean, they're not even managing to get the... oh, yeah, you need to get rid of that as fast as possible, because that's going to cause damage. And there are two more, I believe. No? No, yeah, there's one over here already. How is this doing? No, it hasn't killed yet. The sword followers have broken, and they're breaking through. And over here, Galatian swords are reinforcing once again the Levy freemen fighting the Taurus spears. But I believe... where is the artillery? I believe the artillery is... yeah, it's inside the walls and it's about to start firing. Artillery always does a beautiful thing. I would not fire at those archers. Those archers, 300 kills and still going. Wow. Damn. Good. They finally ran out of ammo. No, they have not run out of ammo. They are very low on it, I am sure. They were in such a good position to shoot. And they're shooting at the flanks of the Galatian swords. Galatian swords shrugging it off. They're charging straight into Taurus spears and then the militia hoplites. Such a fantastic use of Cretan archers. But I would not focus them because they are running very low on ammunition. It's not worth wasting anymore. Plus, I kind of want to see them at 400 kills. But that unit is pretty much dead. Now the Celtic bowmen are shooting from the side into the Cretan archers, and that is a good sword trade. Did the pikes... were the pikes broken? Possibly yes. There's more sword followers up here that they're still fighting, defending themselves on the wall. Semite swords are holding them back. The Taurus are falling, and oh, this is... come on. Oh, there are a few good shots, it seems. Yep. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Over here, it's just slaughtered. They have slaughtered everything. 210 kills. Firing in. Whatever the defenders are throwing at the Nervii, the Nervii are beating back by sheer firepower they have outside the walls. They're running low on troops, yes, but why are the archers on top of to defend them, maybe? Possibly to defend them, yeah. But the Celtic ballista is doing God's work over there. The Nervii, the Galatians have charged in now and are attacking the Boii at this square center. It seems that Macedon has decided to fall back, and with reason. They have their pikemen ready on this side, their generals on this side, and with relative fresh Cretan archer units. That was a fantastic... where is it? These guys, 380 kills, just fantastic at the use. I mean, the massacre they caused here was insane. Now the Celtic Ballista is in and it's waiting to get its load off. So are these. Oh boy. More sword followers are fighting the mercenary Gallic warriors. I believe he still has. Where are they? I saw noble fighters. Is he already out of troops? What? Ah, mercenary noble fighters. He is out of troops already. Carthage has lost the vast majority of his army. What is happening? What happened out here? There was a massive charge. Mercenary senior archers. What did we miss? It seems there was a massive charge. How did we miss this? The Boii brought forward. What is this? Heavy horse. Oh, the Boii got heavy horse out and destroyed all of the Syrian archers. That hurts. That really hurts. Truly hurts. It happens. It's fantastic. I am very pissed off we missed that, but it seems we can see that they ran all around and came into the back when they least expected it. The defenders are doing a fantastic job as holding this, and the attackers are struggling. But now, finally, the defenders have been pushed back. They're being cleaned up over here. Yeah, the attackers have finally taken a little bit of respite and can start moving in towards the last defense. But the last defense has so much troops. Look at this: pikemen, sword followers, royal peltasts. This is fantastic. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. He did not warn me about this, but I would have kept an eye on it. I was more focused on here because, there's so much happening at the same time. The Nervii are in the settlement. There's more Thessalian cav. Ooh, it's preparing to sally out again. But there's nothing really to sally out. Then again, it could come around and charge into all of this. They're heavy cavalry, so they'll do damage. Oh, I'm so pissed I missed this. Oh, look at that. A just beautiful charge in. The Galatians don't have much left either. I mean, they do have their legionnaires, but even them, those units are slighted. I mean, then again, these guys can afford to get a few hundred extra kills. But the loss of those Syrian archers is going to be big, especially breaking the pike wall formations on these sides. What are they doing? They're pulling back towards the inner keep, but this is the capture point. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they're trying to pull back to rest their troops. More Cretan archers on the wall, and that is something to be feared. The Celtic bowmen over here are probably running out of ammunition very soon. There's just no way to know, but once they run out of ammunition, they'll be a very good fodder unit. Fresh Cretan archers coming in, and yeah, at this point, it seems that the defense and the attack are reforming their battle lines and preparing for the second stage of the battle. It gives us just enough time to take a large gulp of coffee. What are these Galatian swords doing? Yeah, these Galatian swords shattered while trying to capture the gate, and they got massacred by the oil. Poor guys. You could have just ran all the way back and you would have been safe in this confines. The massacres that happened on this side over here, this was a very elongated fight, possibly why so much was lost for the Carthaginians, especially with all the missile fire that there was on this side. But the Nervii did a fantastic job. Where is it? This Celtic ballista, and it barely used any ammunition. I mean, every shot it took killed droves and droves of really expensive units, which really and truly is what you need. It seems that the Celtic horse is charging in over here to kill the bowmen. Again, fodder units, reading them into a trap. Quite possibly. I would have expected a stronger defense on this side, but it seems not to be the case. They've put all of their archers onto the walls. Why? These can't even fire. I mean, I can understand this, but okay, it's confusion. Royal Peltasts are charging in. Oathsworn are ready to fight. Ooh, they lost a couple though. Probably to missile fire. And the light cavalry is like, nope, we're not fighting this. Nope, we're gonna go around. Yep, smart thing. There's more pikemen back here. Taurus, spears, royal peltas, silver shield pikemen. So all in all, this is a very good defense over here. They're probably where are those Thessalian cavalry? Ooh. These guys are exhausted. I know there's the Thessalian cavalry over here. And it would be smart, yeah. Leave some cavalry. Yeah. Massacre happened over here with light cavalry, so possibly there was a charge. Again, oh, so much is happening. We're missing it all. How? Gallic warriors are charging in. They're still killing those archers. Oathsworn. You know, at this point, if you want to do this kind of defense, put a line of defense here, a line of defense here, and a blob here, and just make sure that they don't put archers on this side. Like, you know, 1, 2, 3, or just cover this area and put some defensive lines over there. They're gonna attack. I mean, it would be suicide for anyone to attack following this road down here because the archer fire would be insane. So you just march up on this side. Again, giving up this area, it's such a killing spot here. Like, put a unit hiding in this wall and a line of infantry over here. Fantastic. That said, all of these ballistas and onagers are, they're very high on ammunition. So really and truly, they're probably hiding from that. The firepower of the attack is much higher than that of the defense. If I was the attack, I might even waste enough ammunition to break this corner down. Because just think about it. When you're fighting the final fight, you don't want archer fire from your enemy. Just break this fort down. It will take you 10 shots, 12 shots, I think. And if you do it manually, I mean, it's a very good angle from there to here. And they don't have any way to reply to you. As long as your allies protect you, you're fine. These silver shield pikemen they're quite battered up, but they're, all of the army is pretty much battered up slightly here and there, but it's holding it together. The pikemen blocking the road off for the Celtic light horse. They're prodding, they're trying to figure out where's the weak spot. Taurus spears getting charged from the rear. Oh, they're getting charged in the rear charge. This is beautiful. Oh, 133. How many kills? Probably not much, but a rear charge is always... considering how depleted this light horse is. Yeah, 10 kills. And this is a very, 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 very useful unit, especially if it still has peel up to throw. The heavy horse, no, another light horse unit is coming in. Yeah, I think they're going to sacrifice this unit at this point. No, you wouldn't. No, don't charge into that. Oh. Why did you charge into that? These royal peltasts have been moved aside. And look at the level of details on their shields, their deadpan face. They're like, we're gonna die. What can we do about it, right? Now there's a massive charge. The remaining forces of the Carthaginians are moving up. The Carthaginian ballistas are ready and set to fire. These guys are wavering, but they're still alive. They're still mostly intact. Yeah, they're fine. They're not in melee anymore. And these Taurus spears are just in a bad spot. Of Boda. Oathsworn are still on the walls ready to charge down. Yep. Where's the fire? Oh, these poor... Oh, boy. So it's gonna be just... Oh... Yeah, I fired the royal peltas that haven't been used. But look at how much artillery there is ready to kill. The Galatian legionnaires moving forward. The bombardment has started. These silver shield pikemen will not last. They will just not last. Pull them back, keep them in reserve. Put Taurus spears instead of them. These, after all the ammunition is spent, just a fantastic unit. The remaining archers from the attackers, what is left. Again, he's leaving his archers very open. Celtic slingers barely got kills. Feel very, very sad for the Galatian who lost so much of his infantry to that charge out there. Oh well, nothing you can do about it. And this is the terrifying aspect of what can happen if you leave this place open. So you cannot really, you can easily defend it from this angle, or just even putting some units to contest it. But if you leave enemy archers to come on into the shallow waters here, all right, they're gonna shoot at an angle and they're gonna do so much damage. But it seems the Macedonian brought some archers down. Where are they? Let's try and find them. So if you have archers here, you can contest this as well. But yeah, the silver pikemen, they are gonna just die. So you have two options: retreat or else move just at the edge. Yeah, he did not. Probably didn't even realize. I don't blame him. This has been very good. Libyan Peltast as well. This has been a good fight, both from the defenders and the attackers. Like, it's been to and fro. Although the attackers have a little bit more balance of power now. There were some things I wouldn't have done if I was defending. Like, I wouldn't have kept sacrificing units here. I think that's the major mistake at the moment that they've carried out. But otherwise, not that much. What are these guys doing? They're getting shot to hell. No, don't sacrifice them. What is he thinking? Is he gonna fire? Well, he's firing point blank. He's firing point blank range. It does get you a lot of kills, but yep, they're burning down. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna shoot at something, shoot at. Oh, how many kills from that? That is. Yeah, shoot at that. Don't shoot at the guys right in front of you. Ooh. Yep. 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 Oh my good lord, 200 kills. No, keep shooting into that blob. Don't. What are you doing? Oh, this. Ooh, I've never seen that. The columns can be destroyed. 233. Okay. I've never seen someone use his ballistas so aggressively, but it clearly works. You're out of ammo already. Come on, we still have Oathsworn to kill. Stop shooting at the pikes. Shoot at the Oathsworn and his archers. Look, so many archers ready to be killed. Oh my god. He's trying to break through, I understand, but still. The axe warriors are coming up from the rear, but the fierce swords have held back. Oh, we've missed this engagement over here. Cretan archers are running out of ammo, but they're fighting against Taurus spears. There's a sandwich of light horse on the Taurus spears. Mercenary Gallic warriors, more mercenary Gallic warriors. The Galatian legionnaires are coming in. The assault has started in earnest. These ballistas have demolished the defenses. Oh my good lord. They needed to be a bit more on top of it. These Taurus spears are pretty much being broken entirely from this angle. The Libyan Peltas are doing their damage. There's more Cretan archers and Gallic hunters ready to charge in. Fire arrows desperately trying to light the Nervii ballista on fire. I mean, these ballistas have done a lot of damage, but again, they could have done more. Oh, as I say that, they start doing even more damage. Oh, hey, why, pikemen? Why did you just charge your pikemen in there? You need to charge out units on this side and surround them. No. Oh my good lord. 300 kills. Yep, and these archers are gone. The general unit. Shoot. No, shoot at. Oh wow. Two. Yeah, the fire now is double. This Oathsworn gen. Oh wow. Oh, I feel so bad for the defenders. They're like, yeah, we still have troops, we can still do it. But it's definitely not the case. And how are we? The Celtic Ballista and the Carthaginian Ballista are just going ham Oh, the Royal Paltas General. Yeah. Yep. It's a massacre. Mortar spears are charging out to fight this blob. These Celtic bowmen, are they out of ammunition? Yes, they are. They're just fighting there. It's a desperate last stand. These pikemen without even killing anything. The Oathsworn have managed to charge through the Royal Peltas, but now they have to fight the fierce warriors. But they're very and they're berserk, and the Oathsworn are very low on health. What, dude? Use your Silver Shield pikemen. Use them something. Do something with them. These archers cannot even fire into this area. And all of this is being wasted. Oh, you need them down here. Like, you needed them down here. Like, two fire volleys would be been enough to catch all of these ballistas on fire. So the Carthaginian ballistas, 300 kills. It seems the Nervii ballista has been all destroyed, but they're 400 kills, so they've done a lot of damage. The Celtic ballista is possibly unable to fight right now. Yeah, they are not on top of their siege equipment because of their engagement of the brave engagement of the Oathsworn, but the damage has been done. Yeah, and these Silver Shield pikemen are now surrounded. Galatian legionnaires are gonna get slaughtered slightly, but yeah, these guys are like, yay, we can shoot. But again, this was not a very good idea because only a couple of you can shoot at the same time. Bring them down here, use that. Like, if you had them down here, the amount of damage you could be doing to this blob is immense. These Royal Peltas charged in. They've lost a lot of, this over here. Oh. The Royal Peltas and the pikemen are stacked up, ready to fight. I found out yesterday, apparently, this is a banned tactic in tournaments. But really and truly, this is a fantastic tactic of defending, and that's all that should matter. But you should not do it if there's a ballista staring down at you, especially if your Oathsworn general is about to die. Oh no, you should not be doing that. There's another ballista over here, which has barely used any ammunition. Oh, this is gonna be juicy. The arrow fire is going down, thick and heavy. The African... there was African pikemen left. Where was he hiding his African pikemen? More cavalry on this side. The general for the Galatians. I think the Galatians have the most troops left. Yeah, the Galatians have an entire army left over here. So they're... Oh, and the Nervii broke through. The Nervii with their light army, their berserkers, finally broke through and are fighting inside the town square. They should really help kill the last Silver Shields pikemen, even though the Galatians are doing short works of that. But the Galatian legionnaires are getting peppered down by all the firepower. And... ooh, this is not going well. The Seleucids are breaking. At the same time, the Galatians are sending more troops in because, well, Gallic warriors broke the Seleucids over there. Oh, these guys, they're doing well. They're doing very well. Seleucid players pretty much gone. The defenders are running on their drags. Finally, Seleucid brings down his archers. That seems, yeah, they ran out of ammunition, so he's bringing them down. And they saw the ballista come up. They saw the ballista come back up. And it's gonna shoot another time into this blob. And another ballista's on the way up. Oh, this is ballista graveyard over here. The fierce swords are onto the sides. The African pikemen are ready to charge in. The Galatian legionnaires are slowly chipping away. Missiles are being thrown. Pillars are being thrown. Units are breaking. The lines are completely shattering. More Galatian soldiers coming from this side. If I was the Carthaginian, I would grab all my remaining troops, run around, and come in from the back. And I hear catapult throwing ammunition. And if that is the case... Oh! Alright, mate, put on the fireball. We want to see fire. We want to see fire and glory. Okay, they're shooting point blank. They're trying to catch... Yep, the ballistas are catching fire. Every single able archer is just shooting at the ballista at the same time. It's maybe a little bit too late. How is it doing? 40 kills. They're killing the ballistas really fast, but yeah. Ooh, the pikemen are breaking. Once the pikemen break, these Galatian legionnaires will charge in and they will wipe out the remainder of the missile units. Everything is being thrown to block here. Come on, charge the remainder. Like, you've got cavalry. Bring your cavalry around. This is open. There is nothing defending these archers. The pikemen broke, and now the fierce swords are going to charge in. What are the pikemen doing? Reform. Okay, you're fighting. Charging down. Oh. This ballista by the Galatians didn't do so well. I mean, it did the job. It broke the pikemen, but yeah, the defense has pretty much collapsed at this point. If I believe right, this is what they have left. They might have a 1 or 2 units left in there, but that is not much. Yeah, and they're finally breaking from army losses. The defense has finally fallen. It was not that close. Of a fight, but it was a fantastic, epic fight. I believe the attackers won the fight over in this side and over here. The defense for these walls was fantastic. The Macedonians and the Boii did a very fantastic job over here, but the Seleucids unfortunately surrendered too much of their troops to the walls over here and onto this side, and they should have been, keeping their thorax swordsmen falling back, expeditious retreat. Let's see the number of kills on the enemy. Oh, it's a Pyrrhic victory. I mean, it's very close. The mighty Gatto got 2,200 kills. I wonder why. So let's see. His Peltas did really well. These Cretan archers still had so much ammunition left. These African pikemen did poorly. Libyan hoplites did very well. Mercenary Gallic warriors, noble fighters, all of this didn't do so well. But then his Carthaginian ballista just, broke through the enemy ranks. Crack shields, overall, did very good. He was instrumental at damaging the enemy in key locations, and he killed very elite army of the Seleucids. He massacres these thorax swordsmen with way cheaper units, and the silver shield pikeman, and his ballista at the end just massacred everyone. Nick did very good overall. He was flanked by Lord Forquad, who did a fantastic job, I must admit, in trying to kill as many of these archers as possible. In fact, the Syrian archer broke and fought, pretty much died out, and these Celtic slingers barely did any work. And at the same time, the Macedonian massacred the initial Galatian swords and left the freemen. King C 2014. His archers did okay, but his infantry left much to be desired. Except the Taurus spears. At the start, I mean, he was doing well, but then, he didn't bring as much to the battlefield as the others. I believe this was done on large funds as well, which makes it a bit harder because you need to choose your units very carefully. The Macedonian did insanely well. Yes, these guys did not pay for themselves, but then look at his Taurus spears and look at his mercenary Cretan archers. They were fantastic, and one of his Thessalian cavalry did amazing. Pity towards the end, he wasn't allowed to get more damage in because, well, his pikemen were demolished by the catapults from the attackers. And Lord Forquard, his Boii heavy horse did a fantastic job. His Celtic, overall, he did a very good job. His oaths were, unfortunately, again, most of his reserves were annihilated by the ballistas. So, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you're up till here, please subscribe. 40% don't subscribe. Hashtag PewDiePie. Who watch this content don't subscribe, so I'd really appreciate that. If you like the content and you want to see your own games being casted, please send me an email on totalwarbro@gmail.com. Send me your games, your replays, and yeah, even if you have a really amazing epic last stand against AI or in the campaigns, please send it over. I'd love to see it. I'd love to comment about it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.